Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So today we seek to reflect on the profound and transformative principle of Atmanivedanam, the complete offering of one's body, mind and the soul unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Our knowledge of Atmanivedanam comes through the Vedic scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the teachings of the great acharyas, and the living example of pure devotees received through the bona fide disciplic succession. Through the Atmanivedanam is formally listed as one of the 64 limbs of the sadhana-bhakti. Our acharya explained that it is not merely one practice among many, but rather the very heart and substance of devotional life. When surrender is absent, even externally, correct devotional activities may gradually become mechanical. Surrender means saranagati. Is not simply an emotional state. It is a practical and conscious commitment, traditionally understood through 6 limbs: accepting what is favorable for devotional service, rejecting what is unfavorable, firm faith in the Lord's protection, accepting Krishna as one's maintainer, complete self-offering and deep humility. In modern society, we are strongly conditioned to value independence and self-reliance. So, whereas Vedic culture trains one to see the Lord's hand everywhere and consciously depends upon Him. So, among them, Bali Maharaj stand one of the example as Atmanivedanam. We are therefore most fortunate today to hear from His Holiness Sankarshan Das Adhikari, Your Grace, who will kindly enlighten us on how these exalted principles can understood and applied in our devotional lives. So, Your Grace, although Atmanivedanam is limb of sadhana-bhakti, it is often described as very rare and usually attained by advanced devotees. For devotees living in this modern world, where independence and self-identity are strongly emphasized, how can we gradually cultivate genuine dependence on Krishna while still responsibly executing our prescribed duties?
Well, it's not at all difficult. One of our great acharyas, actually, in this line of the succession, he was an employee of the British government. And he's very nice. He wrote many, many songs. He's a great writer of books and also songs. In one of his songs, he says, Grihi tako vane tako sadahari boli tako. You're either a householder or you're a renunciate. Just loudly call out the names of God. So it doesn't matter what you are, whether you have a big family, you have a big career, working, going downtown in the traffic every day, battling it out in the material world every day to make a living, or you're a renunciate living under a different tree every night. Either way, just call out the names of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Anybody can do this. If you can brush your teeth, you can chant Hare Krishna. So it's not difficult. It's simply a matter of having the desire to become self-realized and knowing the technique for becoming self-realized, which is taught by the bona fide spiritual master, and is doing it. It's not difficult. We do so many things for bodily maintenance. You can easily throw this into your daily routine. It's not difficult. It's simply a matter of doing it. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare. Even a kid can do it. There's no problem. If we think it's difficult, that's our difficulty. We shouldn't think it's difficult. They say it's simple for the simple and difficult for the crooked. Just have a simple attitude. I'm the servant of God. I'm not this body. I'm a spiritual being. Let me now reconnect. Just like you can plug in an appliance into the wall and get light out of the lamp when it's plugged in. All you got to do is plug in. Is it difficult to plug in a lamp to the wall? Very simple thing. Just plug it in. So all we got to do is plug into the Supreme Personality of Godhead by chanting His names. To think it's difficult, that's a big mistake. The difficulty is we think it's difficult, but actually it's not difficult at all.
Your Grace, it is said that giving oneself is the natural expression of love. Yet the conditioned soul often feels fear when asked to release control. For a devotee who sincerely wishes to surrender but feels inner resistance, what is the first safe and practical step towards letting go of this false sense of control?
Yeah, simply hearing, that's all. You got to hear from one who is self-controlled, one who is self-realized. You hear from them. Is it difficult to hear? We hear so many things every day. To just hear from a self-realized person. By the power of his words, it's called Shakti. By the power of his words, simply by hearing from that person, you're elevated to a new level of consciousness. Hearing is all you have to do. And then that takes you to a new level beyond the bodily plane, to a spiritual platform, where you now can experience transcendental bliss just by hearing. It's not difficult. Anybody can hear. You just got to choose who you want to hear from. You want to hear from a materialist, you want to hear from an advanced spiritualist. Hearing will take you to the higher level.
Your Grace, Bali Maharaj is glorifying for acting in a way that pleased Lord Vishnu, even when it appears to go against the instructions of his Guru, Shankaracharya. How should devotees properly understand this exceptional pastime so that we maintain correct faith in Guru Tattva and never imitate such actions?
If one reads the books of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the whole science is very clearly explained there. If you read his literatures, the Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, etc., if you simply read the books of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, it's crystal clear. It's not confusing at all. If you want to figure it out in your own brain, you'll always remain confused. If you read the books of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, it becomes crystal clear exactly how to deal with every situation.
Your Grace, when Lord Vamandev took everything from Bali Maharaj externally, it appears very severe. Yet Prahlad Maharaj glorified it as a great mercy. In our own lives, when we experience loss or reversal, how can we develop the vision to accept such situation as either karmic reaction or the Lord's special mercy meant to deepen our surrender?
Well, the bottom line is we're going to lose everything. Take it, like it or not, we're going to lose everything. The time of death is all your body, your possessions, your watch, whatever you thought was a very wonderful thing, it's all finished. You lose everything. So we should take any apparent losses in this life as a great blessing. Because it's like getting ready for the final exam, that's all. It's a mini exam, getting ready for the final exam. As long as I think I'm the owner, I'm the proprietor, you're going to be devastated and confused and bewildered time and time again. But if you actually understand nothing is mine, near mama, everything belongs to the Supreme Lord, And simply whatever I have, it could be a lot or a little bit, it doesn't matter. Whatever I have, simply engage all of it in the service of Supreme. And I become liberated from the false sense of possession, which is binding me to so many miseries.
Your Grace, it is said that Vaishnava life goes beyond merely being right, even correct position, when defended uh, through false ego, can obstruct humility and mercy. How can a devotee learn to tolerate apparent injustice while remaining internally peaceful, faithful, and free from resentment?
It's very simple. You have to see the loving hand of the Supreme Person behind everything. The Supreme Person, Krishna, is the orchestrator of everything. He's behind the scenes at every minute. Actually, he's with us at every minute. Even this interview, he's right here with us right now. In every situation, that Supreme Person is with you. You simply have to think, act, and speak in a way that will please him. And then you can be transcendental. See everything that happens, the good, the bad, and the beautiful, and the ugly, is a mercy. A lot of times I say, what's the bad news? What's the bad news today? Because the bad news is good news, actually. And the good news is even better news. What's the latest bad news? Because in the transcendental position, the bad news is also good news. So I want to hear the bad news first, because there is no such thing as bad news, if you're Krishna conscious.
Your Grace, it is said that for a surrendered soul, there is no longer any purely material experiences. Everything becomes part of devotional service. What is one inner symptoms of by which we may honestly recognize that we are gradually progressing towards the stage of Atmanivedanam?
I don't understand. How come we never progressing?
You want to repeat?
Yeah, I don't understand the question.
We surrendered to the Lord and the Guru Tattva, but is no longer any purely material experience there.
There's no more what?
Not purely experience of I'm surrendered, but I'm not purely understood. The concept in the mind is not pure, not understood. But I think I surrender, but I didn't.
I think I'm surrendered, but I'm not experiencing the bliss.
Correct.
Yeah. I may think I'm very surrendered devotee of Krishna, but actually I'm holding on to some material attachment. You see? I think, oh yes, I'm very, very surrendered. But guess what? That's your false ego. The highest level of devotees, I think, are the most fallen, unsurrendered person in all of existence. The more you think you're surrendered, the more you're actually a rascal. The more you realize I'm not really surrendered, then you become you're starting to become Krishna conscious.
Your Grace, Atmanivedanam means offering one's very self at the lotus feet of the Lord with full faith that Krishna is the ultimate protector and maintainer. Dependence on Krishna rather than independence from him is the source of fearlessness and peace. Can you explain on this point that fearlessness, you feel it, that we dependent on Krishna completely, but we feeling that he is protecting me or not protecting?
Well, Krishna is protecting us at every minute, but because we're caught up in I, me, and mine-ism, we don't realize it. We don't realize he's orchestrating everything for our coming back to our identities as his eternal servants as soon as possible. It's all being orchestrated by him, but we're not connecting with him. Krishna is doing his part from his side, but we're not doing our part from our side. That's the problem.
Your Grace, Bali Maharaj exemplifies surrender without protest, resentment, or loss of devotion. The true Vaishnava humility means letting go of ego-based righteousness and accepting the Lord's arrangement with faith and gratitude. But that faith and the gratitude, how we feel that I'm doing the right stuff, I'm doing the right path. I'm following the right path.
Well, you have to read the Bhagavad Gita, take instructions from the bona fide spiritual master, and then you can know. They're monitoring you. The spiritual master is monitoring you to see if you're properly situated or not. If you're off the track, he'll let you know. Spiritual master is very important because he can see whether you're on the track or off the track.
So ourselves, we should be fully connecting with the spiritual master and Krishna.
Yes. You have to be, Guru and Krishna, both are required.
Yeah. Your Grace, we are extremely grateful for your most compassionate and nourishing words today. Hearing about Atmanivedanam from your Grace reminds us that the surrender is not something dramatic or artificial, but a gentle and honest movement of the heart, learning to trust Krishna more than our own limited strengths. Your explanation have helped us understand that true surrender is not weakness nor irresponsibility, but the highest intelligence, accepting the Lord's will with humility and gratitude and faith. So, do you have any message to our listeners, our viewers of the YouTube channel? Something to?
Yeah, my dear listeners, take advantage of this human form. We've gotten this human form for millions and billions of lifetimes of rotating in the cycle of birth and death, going through 8,400,000 different species. Now you've been blessed with this human form. Take advantage of the Vedic scriptures state, Tato Brahma Jigyasa. Now you've got the human form, utilize it for self-realization. So don't throw away, you've got the rarest of all opportunities. Don't waste your human life running after sense gratification like the animals, the hogs, the dogs, the camels, elephants, etc. Utilize this very, 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 very rare opportunity to reconnect yourself with the source of all existence, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and get back to being who you actually are. You're actually not a citizen of this material world. You're actually a citizen of the spiritual world. So by this process given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, you can actually reconnect with who you actually are and enjoy an eternal life full of bliss and knowledge. No more birth, no more death, no more old age, no more disease. Thank you very much for listening.
So whatever devotional value is present in this discussion is only by your mercy. If your grace permits, we very much hope to continue hearing from you in the future so that we may gradually learn how to apply these exalted teachings in our day-to-day life. Thank you very much, Your Grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to his divine followers. Goodbye for now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare